Hey Derby World, well, we are out here for day number 2 in Heber City, Utah. It's actually the Wasatch County Demolition Derby. It's being promoted by Destructive Behavior. The first night was filled with, we had a powder puff heat, a youth heat, and then the 3 of the Weld full-size heats. Every single one was a rockin' heat. There's definitely going to be highlights coming from it for sure. And then tonight we've got the feature and grudge matches, which is basically their word for consies, for those who are more familiar with that term. And then we have a 80s stock and a 70s stock. And those are the ones I know for sure. I think there may be some other ones sprinkled in there, so I apologize. But we're just going to go through and walk through the lineup here. They're still getting cars teched and such, so we're probably going to miss some cars, but we'll try to capture them through the pits. But this, I believe, is the 80s stock class. And, you know, it looks like they are pretty stock. You got tires, bumpers, cage, those sorts of things. It would be more like maybe a semi-stock back home, but they're not getting quite as carried away. And you'll notice different tire choices. They run on a much sandier soil here. It does hold moisture well, so you can still grip. You don't sink in it like the Florida sands. But you can definitely tell that they've figured out some different means to move around on the track. You'll see a bunch of old iron in the rows next to us, so hang on guys, we'll get to it, I promise. Now I'm completely guessing, but I believe these are the 70s series stock class. Not sure if it's 70s only or if it's anything just 79 and older. It's kind of what it looks like if you ask me. But you're going to see some clean old iron, especially as we go farther down the road here. I mean, you just don't see anything like this back home anymore. It's just these old Chryslers and stuff. It's so awesome that they still exist out here. And these guys are saying they paid like $500 for some of these cars. And we need to just make a road trip out here one of these days. Yeah. What's up, Cockshot? Yeah. Alright, now I took a picture of this and put it on our Facebook, but check out this old wagon. That's just... It's got a California license plate on the front of it painted, and I would believe it if he said this thing came from California. I mean, look at this. This is what it was back when I was a kid, you know, in the early 2000s. Or probably even before that, you know, we'd go to the county fair and watch them tear it up. This is what I remember watching, but I don't remember them ever being this clean, even back then. Justin Broadhead's car from Broadhead Decals. Definitely go check them out. They do all kinds of different vinyl graphics and wraps and those sorts of things. I mean, come on guys, if you're you need to come out to Utah. This is why this has been a bucket list for me to come out here. kind of cars, this is what you envision when you think of Utah. Clean old iron. These guys are just going to drive hard and junk them. How many thousands of dollars worth of cars are sitting here if we were to try to take those back home? Shelly. You guys know him from social media. Definitely go check him out. He's got all kinds of different tips and tricks. Need to go meet him one of these times here. Last minute battery charging, it looks like. Not usually a good sign, but these guys are resourceful and come up with a way to make sure it's good. So over here we've got the Weld series cars, and any of the ones with the sticks broken, those are going to be going up for the grudge match, or consi, as we like to call it. If they do have the sticks still, then that means they are already advanced to the feature, so they're getting lined up here and ready to go. All these guys ran yesterday, so we already posted those heats by the time you're watching this. Mr. Iceman himself, why are you out in Utah, sir? Got lost?
Why wouldn't you want to be in Utah? This place is amazing.
I know, right? Look at that old iron. Imagine what that costs back home.
Woo!
And that stuff is clean. But yeah, these are all the Weld cars. These guys got some pretty nice looking builds, some pretty nasty motors, all the things. This is more of the build I'm kind of used to seeing. Still a little different interpretation. How they're allowed to like have box tubing as for their bumper brackets too. It's interesting. Everybody's getting their cars up here, getting ready to go out on the track. Just got rain last night. Another Weld car. Alright, so I think we're going to go wander the pits and just see what else there is to see here before we get the show rolling. That smelled like a stock car. So this is the inspection barn area. They have a couple lifts in there. At this point, most everybody's been through tech at least once. I think they're required to be. And we got less than an hour, I believe, till the driver's meeting. A bunch of stock cars still making their way through. Now that's the way to get some repair stuff done. Oh, he's getting it pushed up on the trailer, okay. So that one ran yesterday. Must not be able to get it done. couple cars that ran yesterday. That one got really tore up pretty good. Looks like they're just trying to get this one repaired. Maybe get it out there in the stock class. I think they made the youth a stock set of rules so they could run them again today if they really wanted. There's another one up there. Got a few cars still back here in the pits. It's like an old Newport or something back there. Alright, we saw this guy out earlier. He's got it, the motor back together? Yeah, the whole intake. Alright, man. Yeah, the whole intake, the carb, everything off, trying to put some new gaskets on it. Looks like he's got it, ready to hopefully fire it up and head up to the stick. Alright, after a quick look around the pits, actually everybody's been pretty courteous to the time, so that appears to be it. And if I missed you, I do apologize, but a lot of them are up there in the inspection area. I already got you. So day number 2, Heber City, Wasatch County Demolition Derby. We will have everything, individual heats posted up along with this one. So definitely, if you saw anything you liked, make sure to check out those heats. And until the next video, this is Alex, From Racing, signing out from Utah.